The questions everyone asks after seeing The Force Awakens usually revolve around Rey. How did she get so powerful with the Force so fast? What happened to her family? Did she train with Luke Skywalker? Is she a Skywalker, and is Luke her real father? The truth is that I don't think Rey is a Skywalker at all. Even though many people have tried to argue about the fact that Anakin's lightsaber calls out to Rey, I think that when we really examine that event and Rey's Force-back vision, you will see that it actually is the best evidence for why Rey is not a Skywalker. So in this series of videos, I intend to show you exactly why Rey is not a Skywalker by analyzing her vision. Hey Star Wars fans and urban acolytes, my name is Prince and this is the first of several videos where I'll be looking at Rey's Force-back vision from The Force Awakens. Now the first thing that I want to do in this video is go over what you've probably heard on other Star Wars YouTube channels about Rey's vision. So the first thing we see is the shot of Rey in Cloud City, and in the background you can hear Vader's breathing and Luke screaming after the big reveal that Darth Vader is his father. The next thing we see is a shot of Luke with R2-D2 in front of a fire. Now what you've been led to believe is that this is when Luke's Jedi Order was destroyed by his nephew, Ben Solo. And in the next shot, we see a warrior being stabbed through the back by Kylo Ren. Now what some believe is that Kylo Ren appears to save Rey from what some people think is one of the Knights of Ren. And we then see a shot of Kylo Ren with what appears to be 6 other members of the Knights of Ren, and their dead bodies laying everywhere. So the popular opinion of these shots is that Kylo Ren turned on Luke and destroyed the new Jedi Order along with fellow members of the Knights of Ren who may have actually been Luke's other students who also turned to the dark side with Ben when he became Kylo Ren. Now for whatever reason, Kylo Ren could not go through with killing Rey because according to those other speculations, he didn't want to kill his cousin. So he saves her and he brings her to Jakku where she's left with Unkarr Plutt. Now the remaining part of the vision is Rey's eventual encounter with Kylo Ren at Starkiller Base. So basically, these past fan speculations state that at some point, Luke was involved in a relationship that resulted in Rey's birth. Rey possibly became a youngling student of Luke's new Order of Jedi, and when Ben turned to the dark side becoming Kylo Ren, he spared his cousin during the destruction of Luke's order. The variations on this speculation are that Rey's actually a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and well, Ben became jealous of Rey because Luke showed more favor to her than he did with a member of his own family. And this speculation goes on to say that it was actually Luke who brought Rey to Jakku after the destruction of his Jedi Order. The problem is that the Bloodlines novel debunks all of these speculations. See, when we see Rey on Jakku as a little girl, she's believed to be around the age of 4. And this would mean that the destruction of Luke's order occurred 15 years before the events in The Force Awakens. However, the events in Bloodline occur 6 years before The Force Awakens. And at that time, Ben Solo was still one of Luke's students. He's around 23 years old, and he hadn't yet turned to the dark side and become Kylo Ren. Now, during the time of Bloodline, Rey would have been about 13 years old and she was probably scavenging for Unkarr Plutt and living completely on her own by then. But to be clear, there was no mention of Rey, Snoke, or the Knights of Ren in the Bloodline novel. That story completely focuses on Princess Leia and what led to the formation of the Resistance 6 years before the events in The Force Awakens. Now, since just about everything that was reported about Rey's vision no longer stands, I think we should take another look at the vision. But before we do that, it's important to point out why Rey experienced the vision in the first place. So in my next video, I intend to explain exactly what prompted Anakin's lightsaber to call out to Rey, and why Rey experienced her Force-back vision. So now, I would like to hear from all of you. Since the speculation that Kylo Ren left Rey on Jakku has been completely debunked, and it appears that Luke did not have any children, well, how do you think Rey ended up on Jakku? And who do you think her family might be? So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button below to take your first step towards becoming an urban acolyte. And also, make sure to share this video with your other Star Wars friends, well, because it helps the urban acolyte community grow. And while you wait for my next video on Rey's vision to post, be sure to go back and check out my video on Kylo Ren and how he may bring back the Sith Order. You should also check out this other video I did on the 10 reasons that Rey is not a Skywalker. Well, that's all I've got for now. So thank you for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the Force be with you. Bye.